Alright, welcome back everybody to Valkyria Chronicles. We're gonna finish off this mission. And then after that, I think we're gonna have a series of cutscenes we're just gonna sit through like we're watching a movie. That will set us up for the next episode. Or the final mission, I guess is how I should put it. Or one of the final missions. I know they keep saying in some of the dialogue, cutscenes, blah blah blah. I can't believe I'm doing this in the final most important mission. Yeah, I've been saying that since since 4 missions ago when I was at the tipping point of the war.
I'll take care of it.
Bye-bye. And he ducked it. Fuck you. Fuck you for ducking that.
I'll take care of it.
Put it right in your penis. Just like this.
You can't dodge this.
Good work. Keep it up.
To a few bangs and bruises.
I wonder how invincible is. Because when I think invincible, I think run anywhere you want, invincible. And this game probably thinks invincible is like, well, you get like 10% more defense.
Target sighted.
Or maybe 50% more defense. That would be kind of broken, but whatever. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care. I mean, short of blowing up the Edelweiss, that would kind of stink. Yeah, that's not far enough away. Still not far enough away. You somehow missed, okay. And they legitimately, if they used all of their turns to shoot me with, they could legitimately get rid of the Edelweiss, but not how they're programmed. There comes double lancers, so fuck off.
I'm on my way. This one's got everything I've got.
Super anti-armor. Tank destroyer. Big damage. Should be big damage, but it's not. Because he's got his back turned to me. He can't shoot me until the fucking cannon turns around. We're gonna use that. Ultra armor, I guess is what that said. Alright, we're gonna eliminate the armor here. And should be able to get rid of I don't think we want to do that though. That would be nice.
This is an order.
And provided it actually gives me extra attack, but I'm not sure that'll happen.
Is weakest.
That's fine, we're just doing what we gotta do.
Not half bad. I'm impressed you got through this tank's armor. I can see how you could have bested Gregor and Selvaria. But the guts of this tank are still untouched. The real battle begins now.
Except you've got your ass pointed in the wrong direction. So I should be able to get rid of you in 2 command points.
I'm on my way.
Just like this. Ta-da! And if that was not enough damage to get rid of him,
I'm on my way.
I still had enough to retreat
got
both of
everything
my
I've got.
guys. So as long as he doesn't have a misfire, which he did not, we're good. Operation complete.
Operation complete. Enemy tank neutralized.
I got a B on that. Means I probably took 1 too many turns to finish that to get an A. We're gonna have a weird philosophy moment here.
General Jaeger, the battalion has almost completely evacuated, sir.
All right. Then you shall join with them at Randgrees. And tell this to his grace. The Gallian militia are not to be underestimated.
Yes, sir. You won't be coming with us, sir?
No. I shall not be returning to the Empire again. I placed my lot on Maximilian's army as the swiftest means to reclaim Firald's sovereignty. I thought force could restore our home. That military might was a country's strength. But then I found myself fallen to the Gallian militia. That is when I realized they fight in order to protect their homes, their families. Their dedication to this land is the strength that shall preserve Gallia. Ah yes, tell his grace another thing. True strength lies not in steel and powder. Valkov and the Marmota alone will not win this war.
Sir, may the Valkyria watch over you.
And you.
And he walks off into the distance. And that's the last we see of him. Bye-bye. Now we're just gonna get cutscenes. Buckle up, Buttercup.
All right, we've broken through Vassal.
Hooray!
We're in striking distance of Randgrees now.
Hooray!
Wilkin, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Boo.
The Marmota reached the gates at Randgrees. It plowed through them and into the castle.
No, we're too late.
You want to see what that looks like? That looks like this. And that's the front of this giant ship right here. That'd be nice.
Finale. Shadow of the Valkyria.
Ready for some mind-blowing plot twists? Start here.
Your Highness honors me with an audience. I offer my thanks. We Maximilian stand
We
humbly
Maximilian.
before you. Your Highness,
The royal
you
we.
must allow me to apologize for the somewhat brutish manner of my entrance to your domains.
We'd expect no less from Europa's premier commander, the great Maximilian. To cross our sovereign border with such lightning speed. Your tactics are admirable.
And you are the one they call Borg. You attempt to ally yourself with the Federation. Then you turn over a new leaf and become the Empire's informant.
It is all to ensure that Gallia remain a stable nation, of course. Ours is a small land, as you know. Our fate is made secure by such agreements. The sovereign state of Gallia will accept unconditional surrender and become a vassal state to your empire. In return, by our treaty, and your grace's favor, I, your humble servant Borg, will rule Gallia in your stead.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. What use could we possibly have for Gallia as a vassal state? We, Maximilian, shall be the one to assume the Archduchy, and then Gallia shall be made anew under us.
But we agreed.
Then as sole master of this palace, we shall wake the lance that lies resting within its walls. Valkov, the key to ruling all Europa.
Yeah, you're not supposed to know about
The
that.
lands. How could you know?
My dear princess, Cordelia, you shall serve as our bride.
To
The
justify
Valkyrian
myself.
bloodline, legacy of the great House Rangris, would be a fitting dowry for us, King of Europa.
The Valkyrian bloodline? I see. You wish to ransom Europa with its power.
Indeed. The reverence and respect the people of this continent hold for that ancient blood is undiminished to this day.
Here comes plot
Well,
twist number 2.
I hate to disappoint you, but this is the true face of House Rangris.
Your Highness, what are you doing? That's impossible.
Really?
Yeah, she's Darskin.
As you can see, my blood is not Valkyrian. It is Darkson.
Princess, what is the meaning of this?
Let's find out.
Thousands of years passed. The Valkyria invaded from the north to lay claim to Europa. The indigenous people, the Darkson tribes, fought them for control of this land. But the powers of Ragnite they possessed were too great. The Darkson cities were burned. The struggle continued, though its conclusion was clear. Ultimately, one influential clan among the Darkson tribes defected to the Valkyria side. The Darkson were defeated and quickly became slaves to the Valkyria.
And victorious, the Valkyria authored history to blame Darksons for scorching the earth. Of course. Then the descendants of that clan of treacherous Darksons lived on as...
Yes,
House Rangris.
House Randgris, the Archdukes of Gallia. In return for their betrayal, the Valkyria established them as the rulers of Gallia.
Indeed.
We donned the identity of our masters and were complicit in the Darkson slander.
With a perfect scapegoat, the people quickly acquiesced to new rule. A common tale.
A common tale that has caused me much grief. To face my people deceptively has pained me. Until the day came that I ran from that pain, trading my free will for comfort. Were it not for a single officer's words, I would no doubt still be lost in that conceit.
Yay! Our buddy, our main character.
I am bound by neither fate nor duty to obey the false blood within me. I live by my own will. I live for the sake of Gallia and its people. This, and this alone, is my calling.
All the more reason to be my bride.
No. For the sake of my people, I shall see you dead!
Best not to reveal the knife.
What delightful barbarism. Do all Gallian brides share your lust for blood? If you desire safety for your people, it would behoove you to obey me, Highness. The Valkov is in my possession. To see your homeland burn again, that would be a shame.
What is the Valkov, and why do they keep referencing it? Let us find out.
Has something happened? What's all the commotion?
Hi, Faldio. How are you doing in jail?
The Imperial Army invaded Rangries.
What?
They crashed through the city walls with a huge tank and drove it into the castle. And now they're doing some kind of work on the tank still half stuck into the castle.
Work on that? Did they learn of the Valkov's location?
Sure did.
No.
Of course, this doesn't seem to be a very well-guarded secret between the Empire knowing it, Faldio knowing it.
What's wrong?
My heart.
I'm gonna fake having a heart attack
Help me.
Are you
at such a
alright?
young age. Just so I can sneak out of jail.
Hey, talk to me.
I'm sorry. I've got to get to Rangries. I just hope I'm in time.
Not sure where you're being held, but okay. You're being held outside of Rangries. I have to wonder why this cutscene wasn't earlier.
We're drawing close to Randgrees now. As for our plan of attack, once we arrive, focus your attacks on the spot damaged by Sergeant Melchiot in the previous battle. Exploit that, gain access to the interior, and destroy the Dreadnought's engine. Follow?
Yes, Captain.
I'm confident you can do this, soldiers. You are dismissed.
Quite a risky operation.
I know. I'm worried about morale if everyone feels like it's a suicide mission.
We're used to your crazy missions by now, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, you bet. Nothing bothers me anymore now.
Yay!
And it helps to know that if we can just win this one, our war will be over.
We'll do it for Isara, and all the other friends we lost along the way.
And for all of Gallia's people.
One more victory, and they'll have peace.
Words fail me. Thank you.
All right. Everybody, get ready to deploy.
Almost showtime, huh, Welkin? Militia rides into Randgrees Showdown. Mind if I put y'all's story on the radio? I'm afraid I can't go help you fight. But I'd like to do what I can to stand by you, as ace journalist Irene Ellett.
Okay, why not? Our activities are hardly a secret to the Empire at this point. Irene Ellett, huh? I can't remember ever hearing your full name like that.
At least until the war ends and I get married. Then I'll be Irene Kohler.
I'm pretty sure she said it at the beginning of the game when we first met her.
This will be my last big assignment as an Ellett. Time to do the old name proud.
More cutscenes, yay!
Give me a status report on affixing the lance.
Work should be complete shortly, followed by final testing, sir.
Good. Keep it moving along, soldier.
Yes, sir.
I knew it. They came to the capital to get at the Valkov. Bastards. You won't have it.
Yay, Faldio, you made it to the capital super fast. So in case you haven't figured it out yet, we'll explain.
Now, Your Highness, a affix your signature to this treaty of marriage. You have no choice if you wish to keep your people safe.
Your Grace, sir!
Be silent. This treaty seals our victory.
Sir, the Gallians have broken through the vassal defenses. General Jaeger is defeated. Now the militia is headed here to Randgrease even as we speak.
What?
Newsflash from Radio GBS, your source for the news. The Gallian militia has faced and thwarted the Empire's defenses at Vassal Bridge. They march now to the capital to liberate it from occupation.
Oh, right! That's my bro, Welkin!
My yank!
Huh. Reckon I did a fair job whipping those kids into shape.
You sure did.
Citizens of Gallia, keep your faith alive. Turn and face the threat ahead and fight. Go, Relkis,
Meanwhile, Martha's sitting there with her baby going, yeah, I'm just gonna sit this one out. I just had a baby. Can't quite fight an army.
If you're watching up there, your son could probably use a little help.
This guy apparently knows our father.
So be it. We shall fight them off ourselves. Quickly, to the Marmota.
Yes, sir.
Last time, their war witch had us on the defensive. But now we possess a lance of our own. Let us settle this now for all time.
Your Grace, may the Valkyria protect you. Leave the defense of Castle Randgrease to me.
Do we look the fool that might trust a dog with so little loyalty to his master as you? Put this man to death by firing squad. The Gallia of tomorrow has no place for him.
Maximilian, we had agreed. We had an understanding.
All right, come along.
Stop this! Desist at once!
So yes, he attempted to sell the princess out twice. First to the
You are our final hope. Please.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Victory yours.
But yeah, he tried to sell her out earlier when the Prime Minister of the Imperium came. And then, oh, by the way, in case you couldn't figure out from the notes, that giant tower actually just houses ungodly large Valkyrian lance. Not sure why you would build a lance this big. I'm not sure why you would try to hide it in a fire. I'm not sure why you wouldn't try to break it down into something smaller or use it for other Ragnite-esque needs.
Sir. Range 4,000 meters.
Also, I don't know how the fuck without a Valkyrie around that they're able to wield the giant lance. There's a lot of questions here that are not going to be answered.
Look out, Sevens! Clear the Marmota's forward path! Move it!
The Gallian militia is fanned out ahead of us in a line, sir. Range 4,000 meters.
They say that in antiquity, the Valkyria called upon Valkov's light to crush and subjugate the entire Darkson tribe. The greatest weapon of all time, fashioned into something as pedestrian as a castle tower. How could they have known?
Just go inside the castle tower and see there's a giant fucking lance inside of it.
We have engineered to bear it, a Leviathan upon the land. Now, know the futility of your struggles. Bow before the terrible light that once scorched the earth.
It's fine as a doomsday weapon, but only when you point it at something. not very accurate and easily... I mean, I'm sure it's very accurate from long distance, but... You know, as you can see, it just kind of shoots in a range and just blows everything up. But I mean, in terms of, like, if you had to shoot something real close to you, you cannot do it.
The Marmotas fired an unidentified beam of light. Squads 4 and 5 have been wiped out.
Hot damn! If we'd been one step slower, we'd be a big pile of dust by now.
Stay clear of the front of that thing! Move around to its side!
Alright, that should be it, more or less, for the cutscenes. When we come back here in a moment, we'll be actually doing the mission proper.
Display? We wield power enough to bring any foe to his knees. This is the future face of warfare.
Definitely not airplanes.
To impress the magnitude of our power upon the world, you shall all die gruesomely. Now, cross us if you dare. Our history of unrivaled glory begins here.